Think about what diseases are some of the most prevalent in today's society: heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and metabolic syndrome. All of these diseases are directly related to obesity due to the inactive, sedentary lifestyles that plague Americans today. Our lives are dominated by wondrous technologies that exist to make our lives easier. Yet, how can our lives be easier if the population of the United States is getting fatter and developing more diseases due to torpor from these technologies? Most individuals who know they are heavy desire to lose weight and change their lives, but are met with defeat when they attempt to implement these desires into their everyday routines.
Find enjoyment in exercise as a personal trainer for someone who's overweight. I typically try to get some background information about them, try to find some things that they enjoy, and try to build a program around that. You know, if they like being outdoors, maybe incorporating some hiking or walking, or maybe even depending on how they, let's just say, using here as an example, they live close to campus, maybe I start them like, what do you think about walking to school every other day, or picking a couple days when you have a lighter load as your day to just walk and you could be outside, and just, so the thing is kind of try to appeal to something that they like and then build the program based on that.
The advantages of exercise on a broad spectrum were first observed by Soviet physiologists in the early 1950s. The Soviets implemented this information on a national level to increase the health of their entire population by broadcasting a series of morning exercise programs. Exercise promotion in the modern United States saw a surge in the 1950s and 1960s with the establishment of the American College of Sports Medicine and the administration of President John F. Kennedy, who was an avid supporter of fitness and its health benefits.
In short, what we must do is literally change the physical habits of millions of Americans, and that is far more difficult than changing their tastes, their fashions, or even their politics.
Americans' lack of exercise is peculiar, as the urban population of the U.S. has more fitness resources available now more than ever. In San Luis Obispo alone, there are 9 different public facilities with exercise equipment available.
A lot of times to motivate clients, it's just like people, everyone's individual, everyone's different. So some people need that accountability where you have to constantly check in with them regularly. How's it going? What have you done today? Where you're constantly on that. Or a lot of people, they have a goal in mind, whether it be a high school reunion or their friends getting married or summer's coming, you know. That's a lot easier because it's a really set date and they know what the time frame is. If it's just general, it's like, well, I want to get in shape. Well, there's no time limit on that.
If individuals can discover and hold on to the motivation required for exercise, the positive effects that will entail are simply staggering. The Center for Disease Control reports that 1/3 of all U.S. adults are obese. This equates to approximately 75 million American citizens that would benefit greatly from discovering complete fulfillment with exercise. According to a statement by the American Heart Association, regular exercise at the national level contributes to fewer breakout epidemics due to strengthened immune systems. It also leads to reduced medical costs for health insurance because of fewer obesity-related illnesses and deaths. Motivated individuals concerned with exercise will also naturally think about proper nutrition and healthy improvements to their lifestyle. Inspiring people with the continued motivation to exercise will certainly impact the American economy and quality of life. In today's society, most jobs, tasks, and errands are more easily completed with automobiles and public transportation, thus leaving it completely up to an individual to exercise and become active solely out of their own efforts. However, many are faced with valid challenges that include displeasure of working out, having minimal leisure time, being unfamiliar with how to work out or lacking workout equipment, and facing social discomfort.
I find the big thing is scheduling, and it's that whole like, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail kind of attitude where, first you might get sick and then you fall behind in other things in life and you start focusing on that, and then slowly your workout regime kind of takes a back seat, and the next thing you know, you haven't been there in a month and a half, 2 months. You really have to put it as a part of their day or part of their week, or it just kind of gets bumped out. It's the easiest thing to cut out of your work week, because it's not, you don't get paid for it. There's no, a lot of times you're doing it by yourself, so you feel like, well, it's not affecting anyone else. It's just my choice to do that.
I'm too weak, too slow, too big. I ate too much for breakfast. Got a headache. It's raining. My dog is sick. I can't right now. I'm not inspired. It makes me smell bad. I'm allergic to stuff. I'm fat. I'm thin. It's too hot. I'm not right. I've got shin splints, headache. I'm distracted. I'm exerting myself too much. I'd love to really, but I can't. I just can't.
Despite this common range of grievances, it's time to change these perceptions of challenges and obstacles into solutions and certainty, leaving people motivated enough to incorporate physical activity into their otherwise sedentary lives. This starts by taking one step at a time and setting specific goals. Dr. Camille O'Brien, Associate Professor and Chair of the Cal Poly Kinesiology Department, adds her advice to Americans.
The advice I would give Americans to slowly transition into a healthy lifestyle is based on one key word: slow. You have to start off slow and choose one thing that you feel you can manage or change in your life, and then you have to set a goal. And use goal-setting principles that are specific, set goals that are measurable, set goals that you can achieve, that are realistic and time-sensitive, smart goal setting. And start off with those baby steps, and when you feel like maybe that first goal is to eat more green vegetables, and you give yourself a week to say, this week I'm going to eat 3 green vegetables 3 times more than I would the week before. And then you can accomplish that, feel good about it, and you can gradually increase the complexity of the goals that you set, whether it's about diet or exercise or physical activity.
In order for individuals to personally grow, improve, and attain physical goals, the power and ability to motivate oneself cannot be underestimated. According to Elizabeth Quinn, author of How Do I Start Exercising, claims making the personal decision to begin exercising is the first step. Committing to make it a priority in your life is the next.
It's that, okay, you almost have to make it towards not optional. It's not something you can just not do. Most people wouldn't just go not shower. It's like that's a part, it has to be like that much a part of your life to kind of make it a routine, something you regularly do.
According to the National Center for Health Statistics, only 19% of the population regularly engages in high levels of physical activity, and 63% believe that exercising would make them healthier, leaner, and less stressed out, but still don't do it for a number of reasons. Truth of it is, studies keep proving all the benefits of exercise, both on a preventative and treatable level. If individuals continue to make exercise insignificant rather than a priority, this obesity epidemic will continue to progress, healthcare costs will continue to increase, and productivity will diminish. Individuals who lose track of goals, lack motivation, or are just beginning an exercise program need to get involved with structured group activities or consider working with a personal trainer.
Exhale, hold that position, watch your posture. Good. A couple more. Draw that abdomen in.
Working with others ramps up competition, focus, and fun, leading to a successful exercise regimen and healthy individual. Enjoyment of exercise is a mediator of how often an individual will participate in some sort of activity. For individuals to maintain a regular exercise routine and gain the health and physical results they desire, a fun, effective, and structured regimen must be practiced. It's time to get fit, see results, and have fun.